In section 5 of module 1, the exercise set. So we're looking at some concept reinforcement. Here we're looking at systems of linear equations in two variables. So what they're asking us to do is, after you had looked at these a little bit, and remember, you need to write them down, study them, what would be your next step? What would be your next step? And match it up. Now again, I'm looking at this for the first time, but I spotted one already, so let's see what we can find here. And to start you off, I looked at this first one over here, A. Well, here this line is the same. And we're looking to do something to this line where we can get one of the letters to cancel out. If we multiplied this top line right here by a -5, this would become a negative 5x. Negative 5x. Multiplying this by a -5, that would become a positive 10y. Multiplying this by a -5, this 3 becomes a -15. So for this first one, let's see what we would get here. I gotta get my pen going. Okay, there it is. This is going to be an A. Alright, we'll pause now and give you a chance on some of these others. And you're looking for a strategy. I see here something has been substituted, and we're saying y here is this. So if we put this value for y by the 3, that's where I got the c from. All right, let's work on another. All right, looking at this one, I see 8x plus 6y equals -15. This line and this line are exactly the same. So if I multiply this equation here by 2, this will become 10x negative 6y 16. So that's why I chose F. So now I'm down to just 3, and I will look at some more. And here I saw 2x, so there's a 2x minus y. And here we're saying y is this. So they substituted. So that would be the next step. Alright, 2 more to go. Now here, interestingly, if I put a line under these and I add them up, this becomes 8x. This will cancel out, and this will add up to 7. So there's D. And there's only one left. Letter B happens to be, I guess, this one. But how to get that, I don't know. You'd have to solve it. But notice this is y equals y. So we could set this up as 4x minus 1 equals a negative 2/3 x minus 1. And when both of them equal each other, y equals y, well then this equals this. And you would solve this. I probably, to get rid of the fractions, I would multiply everything by 3. And hopefully that's what you would get. Okay. Now for these, they want you to solve using substitution. And here we have a value for y. So we just put that right there. Here's a value for x that we'll put right there in parentheses and multiply through to get rid of the parentheses and solve it. Here we're going to have to bring our 5s over to the other side as a negative 5s, transposing that, and then we get t equals that, and then we're going to put this where the t is in parentheses, multiply through by a negative 4. Here we have y equals this, that we will put right there in parentheses, multiply everything by a negative 2 to get rid of it. Here we're going to bring the negative 5s over to the other side as a positive 5s, and t equals that, so we put this where the t is, and again in parentheses. Okay, let's go on and just look at strategy. Now for these next few, they want us to use the elimination method. The rule for that is to set them up in standard form, which they are, and see if just by adding them together, one of the letters will cancel out. These will cancel out. So we end up with 7y equals 14, adding these up, and dividing by 7 we get y equals 2, and then we put 2 there and find the other. Again, here these will cancel out, these will cancel out, and now it starts to get a little more challenging. If we multiply this equation by what? The y's will cancel out. The answer is 2. So these cancel out. And again, you'd have to put this in standard form. And notice the you'd have to multiply 1 by something and 1 by something else so that something would cancel out. Here we didn't do a lot with fractions, but the first thing you would do is get rid of all the fractions. So multiplying everything here by 6 gets rid of all your fractions. Multiply everything here by 5, get rid of all the fractions. No, by 10, excuse me. That would get rid of the 5 but not the 2. Okay, then again, you'll have some time to practice, and good luck on it.